All queso, no matter which one, has to start with cheese. Cheese is what queso is all about, after all. I grated up a pile of pepper jack cheese, and of course, I'm cutting up processed cheese loaf. I just love that name. I don't know why. It makes me laugh. Now the cheese is ready, so I'm gonna get to cooking. I've got a pile of bacon. Bacon is part of what sets this queso apart. It's got a nice smoky flavor, and I cut it up into really small pieces. I'm also gonna add chorizo, delicious, flavorful sausage. Now I need to completely cook the bacon and sausage. It's just gonna take a minute or two. When we were opening the Merc, I knew the queso there had to be something special. We worked on the queso for about a month before we had it perfect. There's one thing you can't do in Oklahoma, and that is serve substandard queso. We're just way too close to Texas. Okay, this is really getting there, so I'm gonna let it keep cooking. And I'm gonna do some stuff in the food processor. I wanna add onions and garlic to the queso, but I don't wanna have big chunks of onions and garlic. So I'm gonna put both into the food processor. Okay, I'll get the lid on. And I'm gonna pulse it until it's really fine. This is actually a trick I picked up from my mother-in-law, Nan. My husband's grandfather, if he knew something had onions in it, he wouldn't eat it. So she learned that if she put onions in a blender or food processor and broke them up before she added it to the dish, he never knew. That's what I wanted to do for the queso. There are some people that don't like big chunks of onions. Okay, one more pulse. I think those are about as broken up as they're gonna get. And I'll drop those in. I mean, if you think bacon and chorizo are flavorful, just add onions and garlic to them. And it's so fine that it's gonna start cooking in no time at all. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. And the pan has little brown bits in the bottom, which is good because I'm gonna pour in a big old can of diced tomatoes and chilies, and that juice is gonna help loosen up all of that good stuff in the pan. Now there are diced chilies in the can, but I like to really play up the chili flavor in this queso. So I've got a pile, and I do mean a pile, of roasted Anaheim chilies, and a good pile of roasted jalapenos. The method for roasting these is exactly the same. I did them together. You can either hold them over the burner on your stove until they get black, or you can put them under the broiler in your oven. Either way, you want to get the chilies as blackened on the outside as you can. Then put them into a plastic bag, seal it, and let them sit for about 30 minutes. And that way it'll be really easy to scrape off the black skin. Then you cut them open, scrape out the seeds, and dice up the chilies. And I need to let this cook for another 4 minutes until it's nice and hot. Okay, I'd say the mixture is definitely hot. So I'm gonna add some cheesy creaminess. I'm gonna put in the first cheese. Okay, and I'm gonna add a can of evaporated milk just to make sure the queso is extra creamy and luscious. I'll give it a little bit of a stir. Now the cheese is gonna take about 5 minutes to melt. So while it does that, I'm gonna head to the pantry and see if I can find some tortilla chips. Okay, I am armed and ready for battle. Well, I should say I'm armed and ready for queso. I am always ready for queso. But I've just got 2 more things to do to finish it off. I'm gonna add the grated pepper jack cheese. Truth be told, you really can't taste the pepper jack cheese amidst all this other cheese. I just add it to kind of redeem myself a little bit. This other cheese gets a lot of flack. Okay, I'll just give that a little time to melt. I like to sprinkle the top of my queso with some cilantro. Cilantro is another one of those things. I could pretty much sprinkle it over everything. I think it makes everything better. All over the top. This is so great to serve for guests. It's also great to serve yourself. I gotta take a bite of this. Chuck goes to Fort Worth, Texas quite a bit, and he eats at a Mexican restaurant every time he goes. Whenever he goes to this restaurant, he always starts with the same appetizer, They're spicy bacon-wrapped shrimp, and that's what I'm making him for a delivery. He's gonna be so excited. So it starts by butterflying some shrimp, cutting almost all the way through, starting in the back. And that's not so I can lay the shrimp flat, it's so that I can fit 2 strips of jalapeno right inside. So I'll lay them in the middle. And then I've got half strips of bacon. I just cut a package of bacon in half, and the bacon is gonna hold that jalapeno in there. It'll hold the shrimp together. And just to secure it all, I'll take a toothpick and stick it through the back to hold it together. Now, these would bake up delicious on their own, but I've got to brush them with a little spicy butter. I have some melted butter in a saucepan, and I'm gonna grate in some garlic just for extra flavor. It's not very much butter, so I don't want to add too much garlic. That works. And then, of course, hot sauce. If there's one thing my father-in-law Chuck and I have in common, it's our love for spicy food. Gets us in trouble sometimes. I'll stir this around, I'll just get it all mixed together. And then this spicy butter gets brushed over the top of each shrimp. I'm gonna put these into the oven, but these are delicious on the grill. Sometimes we make them on 4th of July in the summertime. Put them on the grill with the steaks and everything else. It's really awesome party food. I left the tails on because I think they bake up really cool that way, but you can pull the tails off. Now it's time to cook them. I'm gonna put the pan into a 400-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and then I'll pack them up and take them to Chuck.